Hey, I'm Jonathan with Zapiet. Jordy from Shopify tells us some Shopify POS myths and what it takes to succeed on Shopify today.
Hi, I'm Jordy Heis, a retail merchant success specialist here at Shopify. It's my role to help our merchants adopt and leverage our point of sale platform for better omnichannel selling.
What is true omnichannel for Shopify, and what is omnichannel retail?
At Shopify, we believe true omnichannel should be considered from both sides of the sale, both the buyer side and you as a merchant. As a buyer, omnichannel selling is respecting the buyer's experience no matter what device or what channel they come from, whether that be online, social media, marketplaces, or of course in your store. Everybody hates to be told they can only use a gift card on one channel, redeem loyalty points in another, or return an exchange to your warehouse when they've got a local store down the road. As a merchant, great omnichannel is being able to sell easily and effectively. You really shouldn't be breaking a sweat, and it should be fun. For example, being able to see where inventory is, if it's out of stock in your store, being able to fulfill a BOPUS or click and collect order, as we call them in our neck of the woods, and being able to cash up at the end of the day with confidence knowing how you've performed. It's really table stakes these days.
What are some examples of stores using Shopify POS?
What's really exciting for us at Shopify is that we see many merchants from many different industries and verticals come to us to help them sell omnichannel. COVID has really accelerated the need for these businesses to not only survive, but thrive in this post-pandemic world as restrictions start to ease. Verticals that are really popular for us include homewares, accessories, apparel, electronics. We have a huge amount of these merchants on the platform. And local to us at home in APAC, we have merchants like Sheet Society, MAP, July, and Ultra Football who have had amazing success being a digitally native brand and have expanded into physical retail with ease with us.
Why should someone switch to Shopify POS?
If you're sick and tired of using old, outdated systems that don't speak to each other, and you know you're doing silly, repetitive tasks that waste your time and your money and your resources, then I would say you should switch to Shopify Point of Sale. Our point of sale is incredibly powerful for store managers and their team to have full visibility over their inventory and their buyers, and they want to spend more time delighting them rather than doing those silly, repetitive tasks. The last thing I'd say is that the merchants that get the most from the platform are the ones that come to us with a growth mindset. They're fast to adapt and they have iterative learnings, and they're the ones that really succeed. And remarkably, we see merchants that switch to us and they use Shopify for their online store and for their point of sale. On average, we see a 30% year-on-year revenue growth rate. So pretty impressive once you unify things.
What are some Shopify POS myths?
For the longest time, Shopify Point of Sale was pigeonholed into being only appropriate for smaller merchants. And to a degree that was true, but over the years we've stretched up market to be able to handle businesses the size and complexity of Allbirds, who are around 20 locations. Another misconception that I hear is that merchants need to spend an inordinate amount of money on BI tools and reporting tools to be able to give themselves an omni-channel view of what's happening in their business, which simply isn't true. We have brands like July, who are a travel luggage brand, who are able to, through our native tooling, have a single view of customer and have a single source of truth of what's happening across their channels within their business. And these are the businesses that are able to turn those data and insights into action. And that's where the magic happens.
If you can give some valuable tips for merchants starting on Shopify today, what would they be?
We ran a recent study in Australia and found that 64% of buyers still prefer to shop in-store despite COVID's obvious shift in attitudes and behaviours towards shopping. One overwhelming theme from that study highlighted just how much of a key pillar retail stores are for building strong buyer relationships. Now, this might seem pretty obvious at the surface, but 47% of those identified that retail brands have a chance to create a human connection that they've been otherwise craving for the longest time. So a few great questions to ask yourself are, would I honestly want to come and hang out in my own store? Does it attract me? Is it irresistible? Is it something that people want to talk about? What makes it unique and memorable and wanting to tell my friends? And what can you offer beyond a simple transaction that creates an incredible experience that your buyers just simply can't resist? If you're struggling to answer some of these questions or your answers are a little bit hazy, it might be time to do some serious thinking and make some changes. Hope that helps.
Thanks for watching. Check out our other expert talks in the next video and visit our hub of content below.